Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced. All right, yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to class number 104. Getting started with the advanced portion of today's class now. You may recall that yesterday we didn't get to finish the translation list, did we? We were working away on list number 30 from your translation book, and we didn't get to finish, so I'll make sure that we get to that. But before translating the sentences, before doing that, before looking at the list, I want to look at this structure, before plus gerund. Yeah. Now, did they ask, now, answer my questions. Did they ask you for permission before using your name? Did they ask you for permission before using your name? No, they didn't ask me for permission before using my name. Did they advise you before changing the price? Did they advise you before changing the price? No, they didn't advise me before changing the price. Right? I hate that when you have a service that you pay for every month and then the price just goes up. Oh, they didn't advise me before changing the price. Before plus gerund. Now, did you eat breakfast before going to work? Yes, I ate breakfast before going to work. It's very important. It's the most important meal of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Breakfast. Eat your breakfast, okay? Did she call you before coming for a visit? No, she didn't call me before coming for a visit. And we have the expression or the phrasal verb to drop in on someone, to drop in unannounced. She just dropped in unannounced. She didn't call me before coming. I wish she had called me before coming, but she didn't. She didn't call me before coming. She came here without calling me first. Do you wash fruit before eating it? This is a genuine question. This is a real question. Do you? Because personally, I always wash fruit before eating it. I do. I wash fruit before eating it. Because, there are a lot of pesticides on the skin of fruit, or there can be, depending on where you get it from. But there is a lot of chemical residue and so on dried into the skin of the fruit. So I strongly recommend that you wash your fruit before eating it. It's fun. I had a funny discussion about bananas. Because Spain is the only country I've ever been to that eats did you realize, I don't know if you realize this, but Spain has a unique way of eating bananas that I have never seen. I've been to 40 countries, and I've never seen anyone eat a banana the way a Spaniard eats a banana. This is true. This is true. It's the only country I've ever been to where people peel the whole banana and remove the fruit, and then throw away the peel before eating it. Everywhere else I've been, people eat the banana while still they peel it back, right? They peel back the skin of the banana and hold the base and bite straight into the banana while still holding the base, and then you gradually get down until there's just a tiny piece left, and you can eat it from there. And the last thing you do, at least in Canada and in every country I've seen people eating bananas in, I'll put it that way, the last thing you do is discard the peel, which I think is logical because you essentially have a handle, you essentially have a skin that you can hold on to, and you don't have to touch what you're going to eat. So if your hands are a little bit dirty or there's some germs, right, you're not touching your food. You're just eating it. And the peel is a natural barrier between your hands, which may be dirty, and the food that's going in your mouth. So I think it's logical. And now I'm not criticizing, but I find it interesting that Spaniards almost always. I've been observing this for the last 6 years. People eating bananas. I've noticed it. I mean, I don't walk around saying, "Excuse me, how do you eat your banana?" But I have noticed this. I've made observations, and it's interesting. It's not right or wrong. It's just different way of eating a banana. Yeah. Anyway, do you peel? So how do you eat your banana? I mean, if you want to tell me, send me an email and say, "Kyle, this is how I eat my..." Now I'm going to get flooded with 400 emails, people telling me how they eat a banana. But anyway, interesting, I think. I think it's interesting when you travel, you can observe some of the simple things in life and things that we take for granted that we do one way in our own culture. And then someone in another part of the world has a totally different way of doing it. And I've traveled quite a bit. I've been, like I said, to about 40 countries, and I've seen some of these little things that are sometimes very interesting, and sometimes, why do they do that? Or very often, I see someone in another country doing something, and I think, well, why don't we do that? That's clever. That's smart. Why not? So, yeah, we can all learn from each other, different things. But so, do you wash your fruit before you eat it? That was my question. And I went off on a tangent. But yes, I wash my fruit before eating it, I'll say. Use the gerund. Do you wash your fruit before eating it? Yes, I do. I wash my fruit before eating it. Okay? I want to move on now to our translation list and make sure that we get through this. The whole thing, we'll do all of it, each and every sentence. So let's go. Translation. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for translation list number 30. Number 1. No quiero que la gente en la sala de espera me oiga. I don't want the people in the waiting room to hear me. I don't want the people in the waiting room to hear me. Number 2. Pondré música de fondo para que no te oigan. I'll put on background music so that they can't hear you. ¿Para qué? So that. I'll put on background music so that they can't hear you. Okay. Number 3. Deja de morderte las uñas. Stop biting your nails. Stop biting your nails. Number 4. ¿Por qué te muerdas las uñas? Why do you bite your nails? Why? Why do you bite your nails? Number 5. No te he dicho 1,000,000 de veces que no exageres. Haven't I told you 1,000,000 times not to exaggerate? Haven't I told you 1,000,000 times not to exaggerate? Number 6. Es uno de tus muchos vicios. Es uno de tus muchos vicios. It's one of your many bad habits. It's one of your many bad habits. Number 7. Tal vez, pero a diferencia tuya, nunca he arañado a nadie. Maybe, but unlike you, I've never scratched anyone. I've never scratched anyone. Whew. Number 8. Me lo sé de memoria. I know it by heart. I know it by heart. Number 9. Tardé una hora en memorizarlo. It took me an hour to memorize it. It took me an hour to memorize it. Number 10. Todos a favor que levantan la mano. All in favor, raise your hand. Number 11. No puedo levantar esta caja. I can't lift this box. I can't lift this box. Number 12. Vi miles de pájaros en el cielo. I saw thousands of birds in the sky. I saw thousands of birds in the sky. Yes. All right. Now, how did you do? This was our review. I hope you did well. This was on television yesterday. A little review of it today. But it's good to review these things. I hope you're doing well with the translation. Let's move on and take a look at our expression of the day. Expression of the day. Okay, the expression of the day today is as clear as mud. Mud, que es barro. As clear as mud. Now, can you see through mud? No, you can't. It's not clear at all. It's dirty. It's not clear. You can't see through it. So if something is as clear, because clear means simple and understood. It's clear. The message is that clear? Do you understand me? Is that clear? Yes, it's clear. I understand exactly what you mean. So clear, but here we're thinking of also the other use of clear, which is transparent. So mud is, you can't see through it. It's not transparent. So mud is not very clear. So if something is as clear as mud, means it's not clear to understand. We can't understand it. It's clear as mud here. It's not easy to understand. It's complicated. It's confusing. It's not clear. Okay? Clear as mud. Yeah. Clear as mud. That's our expression of the day. Moving on now into class number 104. We saw there in class 103, and we reviewed it at the start of class today, before plus gerund. Now, similarly, I'd like to look at after plus gerund. So, just answer my questions. Did you have a drink yesterday after finishing work? After finishing work? Did you have a drink? Yes, I had a drink after finishing work. Or no, I didn't have a drink after finishing work. Yesterday, I didn't have a drink after finishing work. No. Did you call your mother after hearing the news? Yes, I called my mother after hearing the news. Did she ask for more after eating the first one? Yes, she asked for more. She asked for more after eating the first one. Okay. Now yesterday, did we practice the intermediate class material after finishing the beginner material? Yes, we did. Yes, we practiced the intermediate material after finishing the beginner material. I do it in every class. If you're listening to this on the radio, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Did you learn to play the guitar after buying it? Yes, I learned to play the guitar after buying it. So I bought one and then I sat down and took lessons. I learned to play it after buying it. Ask me if I asked her for a date after meeting her. Hey, Kyle, did you ask her for a date after meeting her? Yes, I did, yeah. I asked her for a date after meeting her. Yeah, one of my friends. Ask me if I bought a new phone after seeing the new models. Hey, Kyle, did you buy a new phone after seeing the new models? Yes, I bought a new phone after seeing the new models. Ask me if I got excited after hearing the news. Kyle, did you get excited after hearing the news? Ask me if she celebrated after winning the match. Kyle, did she celebrate after winning the match? Yes, she celebrated after winning the match. All right. Very good. Let's move on now to our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. All right, it is time for our 5 words of vocabulary. The vocabulary of the day today begins with permitir, posibilitar. Here we say to enable. To enable. Yes, knowing English will enable you to travel to a lot of places, will enable you to understand people all around the world. It's a wonderful thing. Expulsar. To expel. To expel. All right. Subvención. Subsidy. This is a subsidy. Subsidy. No obstante. Nevertheless. Nevertheless. No obstante. Nevertheless. Desanimar. This is to discourage. To discourage. I try to encourage my students, not discourage them. I don't like to discourage people, right? So, to discourage, desanimar. All right, the last thing we have, and we only have 30 seconds here, we have here at the end of class number 104, we're talking about prices of things. 3 cents a kilogram. Olive oil right now costs about, well, depending on the supermarket you go to, less than 3 euros per liter, which is great. 3 euros a liter, we can say. 3 euros per liter or 3 euros a liter. But when we're speaking quickly, it's more common to say a liter. 3 euros a liter, right? And if we're talking about sugar, sugar is $2 a pound, we could say. $2 a pound. $3 a liter. 3 euros a liter. So we're quantifying things using kilograms and liters and assigning prices. And we say 3 euros a liter. So we will practice this tomorrow. We'll return to this topic and practice a bit tomorrow in class number 105. So don't worry, we'll get back to this, but I would like to leave you now because I'm running out of time. But I'll see you soon. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.